We get out of bed, we don't hit the snooze, we stretch, we yawn, we get ourselves downstairs, we drink a lot of water, we go exercise and get movement in the body, which is so important. We visualize and meditate what's gonna happen for the day so we know exactly that we're prepared for anything and everything. And then we make the smoothie and the egg whites and we're ready to go.
That's what Robin does every day.
It's like my life.
We don't even need to do the segment.
Right?
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Duke.
Appreciate it. Thanks
Come again.
Dr. Ben Duke is a national speaker, coach, and best-selling author and mentor. His book, Adjusting for Leadership, offers tips on how to tap into your potential and become a true leader. You do that every morning.
I do it every morning. Every morning.
Really, do you ever wake up one day and go, no, this is...
It's harder with the 2.5-year-old at home, okay?
Right.
It makes it difficult
yeah.
sometimes.
Were you always like this, or what was it like growing up for you?
No. Well, I grew up in Kentucky, humble beginnings, and for me, it was all about sports. I cared about sports, so yeah, I was driven in that way. But becoming, best self and learning about myself in that realm, no, that wasn't really quite in the cards until a little bit later when I had to course correct. So,
did you do that because you were overcoming a childhood that was not happy, or was it something in your life that made you switch?
We've all had challenges, right?
Yeah.
We all go through struggles, so I wouldn't put that as me being any different than everybody else. But you all have your ambitions when you're younger. You all have things you want to accomplish, your drive. So for me, it was I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I mean, that was my dream growing up. So I was on that life path, and everything was going great. And then my junior year of college, I had a near-death experience. So I was batting, I was at the plate, and the pitcher threw a fastball and hit me directly in the face.
Oh my God.
Collapsed on the plate. They rushed me to Vanderbilt Hospital. I woke up hours later, 2 reconstructive surgeries, and my identity shifted forever. So that's when I had to really, like I said before, course correct and figure out, okay, what's next? What am I going to do? Because it's easy to listen to other people and what they think you should do.
Right.
It's a lot harder to say, okay, what do I want my life to stand for? So that's when it really started to kind of take off. And studying for years with neuroscience and psychology, it really led me into this leadership realm because it all has to do with leading oneself. I mean, that's what it takes to be successful, fulfilled, happy. We all want that, right? So
you figured out a few things that work, and one of them is to work in a productive state versus a reactive state. What do you mean by that?
Absolutely. It all starts in the morning. You saw the morning routine, and I can't express how important and essential that is because it primes our day. The thing that we do at the very beginning sets the tone. And I think we've all been there. I've been there where we hit the snooze a couple times. So now we're rushing to drink coffee, get something in our bodies, rush to work, and we're in that reactive state. And when we're in that reactive state, that's what we're telling ourselves. So now we're anxious. And now everything happens so quickly, and we never really get in that productive state. Productive state means that we're getting up, we're not delaying the day. We get out of bed, we do things that are healthy for ourselves, drink the water, get some good food in our body. And guess what? Now we feel good about ourselves. We're building that esteem right in the morning, so that really sets the tone.
What about people? A lot of the battles people have are with their mindset, though. The negative thinking, and it's like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this. So how do you get over that and get started?
You got to make yourself right instead of making yourself wrong. So if you set the alarm clock for 6:30 in the morning, you're telling yourself that's when I should wake up. So if you actually get up when you say that you're already reinforcing good positive things and that mindset. And I call it mind muscle. You're strengthening that mind muscle in the morning. And the more you can recondition that over time, the better you're going to be.
What about the nighttime routine?
Yeah, the nighttime routine. So that's when you kind of close the door and you plan for the next day. And so you're not just waking up and say, okay, well, life's just going to happen. I guess I'll just do whatever. No, it's about planning your day. And so if you don't mind, I have 5 kind of tips for that. So if you really want to schedule a day, it all starts with writing the to-dos, right? And we've all done that. So some of us have like 6 to 10 to-dos. My wife probably has over 20 every day. But it comes down to writing them down and then prioritizing. Because we've written the to-dos down, but then we start the things that are easy, checking the emails, doing the things, but we're not moving the needle. So we want to prioritize what's most important, because then when we get those things done, oh my goodness, we're really gaining that momentum. So then we create the time codes, like how long is it going to take? Then time blocks. We literally schedule when we're going to get these things done, so we know what the next day is going to look like. So then we can start to really plan it out in advance.
Right.
For people who want to be, there's a lot of people out there who say, I want to be a leader. This is all about leadership.
Right.
I'm stuck in this job where I don't have an opportunity to do that. How do you start? Do you take initiative with just one thing? What do you tell people?
Well, first of all, I love the fact that they're interested. They're stuck, but they're like, but I want more. Because that's a start. Because now you can say, okay, if I really want that, let's just start a little bit at a time. I do a video online that really highlights the 1% of a day. It's only 14 minutes. But if you add 14 minutes for a total year, that's over 85 hours. So yeah, you might be stuck at your job now, but what if you just dedicated just a little bit, 1% of your day to doing something that you're passionate about that can move the needle forward? Guess what? Your life could change. So just start little bit. We think of it so big in our minds, but if we chunk it down and we do little things at a time, guess what? Amazing things can happen. It's not going to happen overnight, but if we really set the tone, it can.
All right.
Well, it's great stuff. The book is called Adjusting for Leadership. You can get more information at drbenduke.com or follow him on Twitter. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thanks for being here.